Well, hey, we're almost at the noon hour here, Chicago, Illinois. I'm looking where I'm walking here. There's still ice on the ground here. We have, December the 16th, 2025. It's a Tuesday. The sun's shining. About 32 degrees, which isn't too bad. Beautiful dog here. Yeah, the Aeon Center. There's the Aeon Center. It used to be the Standard Oil building. It feels warm in the sun. See, that's what happens when it's 18 degrees when you walk to work, and it's 32. Yeah, see, that person just said it's really warming up here. See, we're at Lake Street. There's the Prudential 2. So we'll just head over to the ice skating ribbon. Maggie Daley Park, we'll go by Millennium Park. Nothing big, stuff I've done several times over the last few weeks here. It's just easy over my lunch break to do this. Well, celebrate the season. We'll head over to Daily Plaza after we check out the ice skating in the park here, Chicago, Illinois, and then we'll head over to the Christkindlmarket. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do some even though it's the third day of Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, they're gonna do a menorah lighting ceremony at Daily Plaza at 5:30 to 7 p.m. tonight. They're gonna have DJs, and it should be a fun time. So we'll swing by there. I don't know if we'll stay for the whole time, but you know, if I film all this Christmas stuff, I gotta film Hanukkah as well. Here's the look at that. Look at the beautiful. These are John Kearney statues here, made out of chrome bumper parts here, the deer. And these are, we film these all over the city. You find these in Chicago and Boston. John Kearney was an artist known for making animalistic sculptures out of chrome bumper parts, which is exactly that. A perfect example of that. It's by the Aeon here. I guess they paid for it. How's it going, everybody? Anita's tuning in there. Let's see who else is tuning in here. I missed all the comments here. Krista, Wayne, Prince, Diane, Sabrina, Suburban Garden, Beach, please. Krista, yeah, thanks everybody. Naya Papaya, AW there. Anita's tuning in, perfect. Beach, please, yeah, we need to go to the beach. We went to the beach this morning. Yeah, we went to the icy beach. We saw the chicken ice sculpture there. I don't know what that might have been created by dog pee. I don't know. It was kind of yellowish. Posted the rerun on YouTube. I didn't transfer it over to TikTok yet. I'm getting tired of doing that. But hey, we're on Substack there. We're posting some stuff on Substack as well. So hey, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, if you want to see some ice skating here, yeah, sunshine. Should be a good day here. And, yeah, you saw it. Good. Yeah, Chris is tuning in, Anita's tuning in, there's Fonsky, yeah, thanks for tuning in, Fonsky, yeah, thanks for being a part of this vast live streaming experience here. Yeah, we saw Ernesto Chicago Nuggies this morning. He was heading north on Michigan Avenue, I was heading south. I've reposted some of his videos. He caught the steam coming off the Chicago River. It happens when you get cold there and the air temperature's warmer than the water. We filmed that in years past there. I'm glad he caught it. He was out there streaming in the cold. There's the St. Regis Genie Gang, 1,100 feet tall, same height as this. Aeon, 1,100 feet tall, used to be the Standard Oil building. Looks like they're doing construction on, they got some fencing here on Randolph. There's Prudential 2, 1 and 2, Aeon Center. How you doing? Beautiful day here. Look at the birds sitting on the post here. Birds on the light pole. But we saw the squirrels and the birds and the rabbits and the animals, the coyotes, all trying to make it through the winter here in the city of Chicago. Saw the ducks and the geese and everything. So I grew up in Indiana. I grew up in the farm fields of Indiana. I moved to Chicago in 1999. Yes, I'm not a native Chicagoan. But I lived here over half my life. So does that count? My adult life, like, you know, the part that matters. And everybody's so important where it didn't used to be so important where you grew up in Chicago or in the United States. Like at one time it didn't matter like where you came from, it's only like where you ended up, but now it seems like it's more important where you came from because we're losing something where it's like people are very protective of their home turf And indigenous people realize this too. It's like a feeling of loss, like we're losing something. Like people that grew up in Chicago feel like the city's not the same as it was when they grew up here in the same other areas. And people resent outsiders, people that move from different areas of the country to the city, or for the city to the country. It's no difference than a city slicker moving to the country. People are like, you're not one of us. I understand that, you know, acceptance. We all just want acceptance. But hey, thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to our lunchtime walk here. We're just going to head over to the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon and film people ice skating. Yesterday they had the Zamboni out. By the time I got to the rink there, hopefully we'll see it before that. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, Texas is a big deal. I know, like I'm gonna hope to get all the way to Galveston. And like Galveston, it's a big thing if you were born on the island, you know, or even if you were born in Texas, that's not good enough. You're supposed to be born on the island of Galveston and live there your entire life and never leave. Which is hard to do, you know. I think most people move around over the course of their life, even with their spouses. You move to areas where the spouses live or want to live, or children. It's just the way it is. But here is hey, there's the Sears Tower. So there's the Loop of Chicago. There's the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower. We'll head over towards the Loop. We'll eventually go towards the Loop. That's my plan, to go to Daley Plaza. We'll head there after we first check out the ice skating ribbon. Here it is. So here, let's give you an overview. Let's show it to you from the top here. And then we'll head around, and then we'll walk back towards the BP Bridge. And we got 32 degrees. We're right at 0 Celsius. That makes it easy for me. And we're heading above freezing. We're going to head to the upper 30s, maybe 40 tomorrow. See how most of the snow here is melted in the grass here. That must be artificial grass. It looks too green. So, but here's the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here, Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, people are ice skating here. Look at that. Yeah, you can rent your skates right there. And they're going the opposite direction. Normally when we film, they go counterclockwise. Now they're actually going clockwise. They're going the same way. People are going both directions. I've never seen people go both directions. I don't think they want people going both directions, but let's check it out here. Look at that beautiful view there. Chicago, Illinois, Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. We'll head right down to the rink, the track level there. Yeah, nice tuning in there. Aisha, Angie Love, Tea Lime Tea Time. Surgeon. Yeah. You're traumatized? Yeah. Good luck with that. Here's yeah, let's check out the ice skating here. Yeah, they're going reverse. It's like when they reverse the roller coaster, you ride backwards. There's a lot of people skating today here. Let's check it out. This is what I wanted to do here. We got sunshine, we got snow, we got ice skating here, Chicago, Illinois, December the 16th, 2025. Look at all the people. Yeah, we'll head back around here. Let's show this side, and then we'll walk around here so we can face people. Yeah, so it's not always sunny. A lot of times we have gloomy days in the winter, but any day the sun's shining and you get above freezing, people come out and celebrate their winter sports here. There's the ice skating here. Arizona. Yeah, Golden Student in there. One Golden Newbie in there. Yeah, Naya Papaya, UNC. Hey, check out the ice skating here. Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. How you doing? All the beautiful people out here ice skating, enjoying the sunshine. Yeah, one Golden Nubian. Naya Papaya. So this is as far as we'll go. We'll turn around. We'll head towards the traffic here. See, people are ice skating here, not even wearing hats here. Beautiful, stylish. How you doing? Yeah, we'll head back around here. Yeah, look at the skyline there. There's the Aeon. Hey, he's flying. He's flying. Look at that. Straight and backwards. See, showing off the skills here. How you doing there? Hey, you got the penguin there. See, for the little ones, you can get the penguin there. Look at that. Yeah, that's how you do it. Look at all these people on the Maggie Daley ice skating rink in Chicago, Illinois. Hey, we're enjoying the sunshine. So there's where the Zamboni goes. We saw the Zamboni, which smooths off the ice several times a day. They clear people off the ice and show people smooth, you know, smooth down the ice so it'll have a nice skating surface. See, he's helping people out. He's helping people learn how to skate there, get them up the hill. Because, see, this course, it undulates. It actually has little slight hills in it, which, you know, most time you're ice skating, you're not. If you want a nice flat surface, you can go to the Millennium Park, bigger ice skating rink, like a traditional ice skating rink, and we'll show that a little. See, you can put on your skates here. You can rent skates, and if you bring your own skates, you can skate the first time for free, and then I think it's $5 after that. How you doing? And so you can go in there. There's restrooms, there's lockers. You can rent skates. The ice skating ribbon here, Maggie Daley Park. They got coffee. They got Santa's. They have a place for Santa, I guess, in the evenings there. I've never seen Santa there, but you can tell. See, people. Hey, look at that guy go there. You got the bear there. There, let's keep going here. Gets a hot chocolate, coffee, and food available at the Rink Cafe here. He's got some coffee right here, freewheeling. How you doing? Yeah, get the coffee here. Everybody lacing up their skates. So here's where you can rent skates for the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon there. You can do it online. You can just pick it up there. You can put them on right there. There they go. Explore the season. I'm gonna try to start some good trouble. Yeah, let's start some good trouble. Yeah, everything's not everything's a competition. I'm sure people in New York can skate just as good as Chicago or vice versa. But yeah, it's a good observation there. Maybe you're right. Here's hey, look at that. Yeah, how you doing there? Skating with the penguin there. Very nice. Yeah, Maggie Daley ice skating rim. Let's head back into the sun. We'll cross the BP Bridge. We'll head over to the Bean, and we'll check out the regular ice skating rink, and then we'll head over to Christkindlmarket. There might be a line today, but tonight we'll see how crowded. I'm sure there'll be a lot of security tonight because they're going to, the third day of Hanukkah, they're going to have a official lighting the menorah ceremony at Daley Plaza, and they've got DJs, and we'll cruise by there after work and see. Maybe we can catch the countdown. I don't think it's going to happen right at 5:30. They probably do it closer to 7, but we'll see how long they take to do the build up to the lighting of menorah there for Hanukkah, part of the holiday season here in Chicago. It's I've seen in years past where they have this whole ice skating ribbon during Hanukkah. A lot of the Chabad House or B'nai B'rith Hillel Foundation does a social event, and I know I'm not saying that right there. I say hello to all my Jewish friends and neighbors, as well as all my Muslim friends and neighbors, and all my Christian friends and neighbors there. We're all united by Abraham. Don't forget that. As much as we think there's more that unites us than divides us, both Christianity, Islam, and Judaism religions are connected through Abraham. Don't forget that. And hopefully we can find a way to coexist here. Here's there, the Maggie Daley. Here's where Santa sits. Santa's not on duty in the middle of the day there. Just kind of sits him in a manger there. Yeah, doing good there. C-A-R-B Barros, how you doing there? So the Bean, stick on, we'll show you. Be patient, my babies. Yeah, we'll go, we'll cross the BP Bridge here. We'll leave Maggie Daley Park. The Bean's that way, so that's where we're going. We'll be at the Bean in about 5 minutes. So enjoy this nice view of the skyline of Chicago as we walk across. They corporately brand this the BP Bridge. I just call it the pedestrian bridge. See the Frank Gehry pavilion there. Frank Gehry passed away, the architect that designed what we're about to see here, and along with his team of designers. It wasn't just him, and everything is a group effort. Hey, this bridge is open. Hey, we still got some snow left here. I saw they got some snow in New York City. Christopher Dodson was filming the snow they got over the weekend, so New York City finally does have snow, even though they didn't earlier. I guess they got some with this lightest cold blast and blew through there. Yeah, give peace a chance there. There you good. Thanks, James. Including the lack of religion, you know. I'm a pretty secular person, but I try to respect all faiths, even though I'm not a regular churchgoer of any kind. But I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian faith, so I do understand Christianity and Catholicism. Half my father's side was Catholic. My dad went to parochial schools, and my parents were married in a Catholic church. But my mom was Protestant, and that was quite the scandal. That used to be a scandal for a Catholic to marry a Protestant. People in Chicago remember that back from the old neighborhoods and stuff. But it was in the country of Indiana. And for most people are like, why is that a scandal? You don't realize how many wars were fought in Europe between the Catholics and the Protestants. Same with the Shia and the Sunni in the Middle East. You know, these sectarian factions that evolve over time. And so that's where we were at. There's the it's like the Capulets and the Montagues and Romeo and Juliet. Bad blood. But that's where the ice skating ribbon. That's where we were just at. There's the Blue Cross Blue Shield, the Aon building, insurance. There's Prudential. See, Prudential, Aon, Blue Cross Blue Shield, all three insurance companies. And there's the top of the Sears Tower, Willis Tower behind the housing on Wabash. There's the Roosevelt skyline, the South Loop of Chicago. This is all Grant Park. You have 32 degrees, 0 degrees Celsius, not too bad in the sunshine. Yeah, give peace a chance there. Ernie's tuning in. Yeah, Ernie, I reposted some of your videos of the river with the steam coming off there. That's great. I'm glad you captured that. Yeah. Taylor Swift saying about bad blood. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Very nice. Grandma's Corner. Yeah, thanks everybody there. Yeah, 3 insurance companies. You got it, Aisha. So they're still doing construction on the Pritzker Band Show, which is the Frank Gehry designed titanium thing. Kind of complements this bridge. Northern Ireland, thanks for tuning in, Deborah. Appreciate it. So the Married with Children fountain's over there. I appreciate you asking to go there. I usually go there in the summertime when it's on. It's not even turned on, of course, because it's wintertime. So maybe I didn't plan to go there today, so we're not going to do it today. Maybe tomorrow. Please follow my channel. We'll get there eventually. We go there more often in the summertime. Ernesto usually films it more than I do. He films it at night when they do they time it to music with the light show, and he caught it the last day before they turned it off, so he's got a rerun on it. We got reruns from message me. We got reruns. I can send you an hour-long video where we walk over there and spend some time. We're gonna head to the Bean, so you're gonna see the Bean today. You're gonna see the Christkindlmarket. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me have some autonomy, and I don't feel like I'm a pay-per-view take request line. The request line's broken, but thanks for letting me know your interest. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. There's the Frank Gehry design. They call it the Pritzker Band Show because Pritzker family paid a lot of money to have that built and gave him an award. Gave Frank Gehry. Where there's the Sears Tower in the back there. That's 1,400 feet tall. It looks like it's shorter than the building because the other building's closer to us, the residential blue building. There's a nice view to the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower in Chicago. And we probably won't get to that either. We'll just go to the Christkindl if we can get inside here. Hawkins, Indiana. Where's that at? No, I grew up like I-74 in between Indianapolis and Cincinnati, so the corn and soybean fields. Where's Hawkins, Neil? I know a lot of places in Indiana, of course. We can go to French Lick. We can go to Baden Springs. They got some beautiful Al Capone used to hang out there. They used to have some Sulphur Springs in the 20s. They had some beautiful hotels. They still have some beautiful hotels and trolleys there. Most people don't expect. In the south of Bloomington there, the hilly part of Indiana, they got some beautiful stuff. We'll get there eventually. I went there with my dad years ago, but it was before I was live streaming. So Chicago 360, from what I understand, is a observation deck for the I think that's for the John Hancock. Is that wrong? I have a video of it. We got the tilt where we lean over the side. Of course, Sears Tower has, I don't know if they call that Chicago 360 as well. I don't know how they rebranded the observation decks. You go to the Sears Tower, it's the 103rd floor. You can look down, straight down the side. They got some glass boxes that you actually hang over this edge, and you can look down some glass bottom straight down 1,300 feet, because you're not right at the top. The top's 1,500 or 1,400 feet, over 400 meters there, the Sears Tower. But the John Hancock has an observation deck as well. They were talking about putting one at the top of the AM, but it hasn't come to fruition. I don't think it's going to happen, and at least not anytime soon. It's for the Hancock building. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Yeah, so the 360 Chicago's for the John Hancock. Wait, I got a rerun. Message me. I could send you a rerun from TikTok. We did that on TikTok with my cousin there. It's pretty popular. It's got like 10,000 likes and probably like several hundred thousand views. And I thank the 360 Tilt Chicago staff. They gave me a press pass. Otherwise, I would not have been able to film. They don't want everybody filming there, the tilt, which is a shame, but I don't make the rules. But here's the Great Bean of Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here. Here's the Great Bean of Chicago, Millennium Park, Chicago, Illinois. We come here often. We were here yesterday. But here's, look, people are enjoying the above zero. We're above 32 degrees. We're probably 33, 34, 35 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 1 degree Celsius, which is the warmest we've been in since the weekend. So get out there and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the Cloud Gate, the Great Bean of Chicago. Yeah, moon rises. Yeah, we saw the beautiful crescent moon. Hey, thanks everybody there. Yeah, you can do research on YouTube. I have 1,700 videos on YouTube. I'm sure there's something there you might enjoy watching if with a little effort on your part. Beautiful coat there. Yeah, look at that, people taking. There I am, right in really Chicago. Hello, we'll say hello to the man in the bean. I'm the man in the bean. There's where Montgomery Ward used to have their show floor for all their merchandise when they had the catalog. Here's the ice skating rink here. See people skating in shorts and skirts, and we got exposed skin here on December the 16th, 2025. They're better at ice skating than I am. I don't ice skate at all. But here, let's head down there. We'll head right down to the ground level. Here's the Great Bean of Chicago, Cloud Gate. Anish Kapoor, the artist that won the competition. They built this in 2006. They refurbished it last year or 2 years ago when it was under construction. Now it's back open here, all cleaned up. That's the amount of snow that's left here. Ernie got some good videos of them clearing the snow here. Hey, people still playing in the snow, taking pictures by the bean there. Look at that. Yeah, the Chicago skyline. Thanks, Dinah. Thanks for tuning in. This is what we do. Usually I take my lunch hour here and we just check out see what's happening in Millennium Park, the Riverwalk, the Daley Plaza. There's usually something going on even year round, not just the summertime, and that's what full 365 days a year, something going on here in Chicago, even in wintertime. So hey, there it is, Great Bean of Chicago. It's part of the Chicago skyline. Thanks for checking it out. We got plenty of reruns here, so if you missed this, you can rewind, check out some other videos from yesterday, the day before, or the last week. And we'll head down to the official Christmas tree. Sounds like there's a blues band, so we'll be treated to the sounds of a blues band here at Christmas time at Michigan Avenue as we head towards the Loop of Chicago. We'll go past the official Christmas tree. Calatrava train station. That's good. Well, you got something. Calatrava. Yeah, Calatrava makes some amazing, interesting architecture. He's actually a structural engineer. Yeah, it's light and bright. Thanks for enjoying the sunshine here. Let's head down to the ice skating rink here. So here's the official tree. We filmed it last night at night. I tried to film it on Substack, but the resolution was poor. But all we saw was a rat. And the resolution was so poor you couldn't even hardly see a rat. Listen to that blues band, yeah. So hey, you get to ice skate to live music here. Chicago, Illinois, Millennium Park, the ice skating rink here by the Bean there, Millennium Park. Yeah, we got sunshine. We're looking south, so we're looking in that sunball there. Here's a good day to go ice skating here. It's not too bad, not too windy. Yeah, the ice skating rink there, and there's the Bean, the Great Bean of Chicago. There it is. If you see, we were just up there, now we're down here. Just like Rockefeller Plaza, you can observe it from different vantage points. How was live there? How was life here? How was life here? How was live here? Life is good. We're about to take a Texas trip next week with my dad. So here we'll let you listen to this blues band. When I cross the street, I'll try to shut up for a second so you can hear the beautiful music. And here, Chicago, Illinois. We're crossing Michigan Avenue, Washington Street. There's the official tree there, and let's check out this blues band at the corner of Michigan and Washington, Chicago, Illinois. Denver, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Jose, how's everybody doing here? Yeah, Chicago Blues. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for checking it out here. Here's the big bus. Yeah, Chicago Blues here. Yeah, look at this. Kankakee School District 111 here. Yeah. Hey, styling here. Look at the people. You always see nice fashion here, people dressing up here, enjoying the holidays here. There's the cultural center. See, the city's alive. There's always something going on. Let's head over to the Christkindlmarket. We got 1227 Chicago Cozy Comforts pop-up. Hot cocoa. What is this? There's the Happy Holidays, the skyscraper guy. There. Oh, that's the guy that bought, that's the TikTok guy that bought the Pittsfield building. So you can check out the skyscraper guy. And you go to the Pittsfield Cafe here. See, now leasing studio, 1 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 55 East Washington. You can live right next to Millennium Park, the Pittsfield building, a vintage 1928, 1927, 28. Art Deco, Gothic, Renaissance Revival, hybrid, beautiful building. Live right by Wabash here, right across from Macy's Marshall Fields. There's the Washington and Wabash station. I posted a rerun of us taking the train there. And here we'll see if the train comes by. Yeah, here it comes. I hear it. I hear that train a-coming. There it comes. There's the green line of Cottage Grove. Yeah, Pittsfield Cafe has a great breakfast. We show it often. Pittsfield Cafe. We got reruns of that. So here, let's head over to Daley Plaza. This is Wabash. Wabash underneath the elevated CTA tracks, the Washington and Wabash station here. And yeah, Anita. Yeah, we won't fit it. We can never forget Anita. Dan. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Awesome music. Yeah, the blues. Our kind of town. Thanks for checking out the blues there, yeah. So I'm taking my gloves off. I'm getting hot. I'm overdressed. Say, we'll head past the Primark. See how somebody's using the bike path? It's great. Going in the right direction too. I commend them. So many people ride in the wrong direction. See how they build over the alley? Hey, sounds like the drummer guys there are on State Street in front of the Macy Marshall Fields. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Shata. Thanks so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and supporting great content here. CHATAA1. Shata, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's the, they're playing the bucket drums there. Here we'll cross here, State and Washington. Got the Pineapple Hotel. This is the Reliance building. This is a vintage steel frame construction skyscraper, Chicago. And there's the State Street Macy's here. We're looking north towards the Chicago Theater. State Street looking north. They're going to redo the State and Lake Station. We might check it out on the way back. We might walk up and over to document it before they shut that station down. Here, I'm going to cross the street here. Here's the beautiful Reliance building. Corner of State and Madison. There's the Chicago building. There's the Carson Prairie Scott, Louis Sullivan, Gothic Target. There's the pink line on the train tracks we just crossed there. And there's Macy's, Marshall Fields, up to the Chicago Theater. See, there's the Chicago Theater there. You might see it on the way back to the office there. Yeah, Chicago's known for birthplace of house music, along with Detroit, Rock City there, Detroit and Chicago, yeah. Techno, trance, mainly Chicago house music. 2 years ago we in 2024 we celebrated the 40th anniversary of house music in Chicago. And we'll keep going here. So the time is 12:31 in the p.m. Chicago time. I'm on my lunch break. We're right past the noon hour, lunchtime in Chicago. We're an hour behind New York. We're 2 hours in front of Los Angeles in North America, or Central Time Zone. Hey, there's Morningstar. Look, there's the Christmas. Look at that there. She's looking nice here. This is Morningstar Investments, and there she's greeting people there. There she is. Hello, how you doing? Very nice. How you doing? That's very nice. You got the poinsettias here. Very nice. Morningstar Investments. And I have no idea what that was about. Maybe we'll see some stuff at Daily Plaza. Here's the CBS News. Sometimes they do the live broadcast here. CBS News here. Yeah, I can't. Oh, now I'm trapped. I went inside the scaffolding and I'm trapped because I was trying to film. But it's okay, we can't cross the street anyway, so it's fine. Here, we'll head across. There we go, we got the light. Hey, people are dressed up. There's the holiday dog there, hey, very festive. There's the Christkindlmarket here, Daily Plaza. They're gonna light. See, they already had the menorah. They're gonna do an official countdown or something tonight. We'll cruise by here, but here's the Christkindlmarket here in Chicago. We'll check it out again tonight when it's dark. Hopefully there won't be, maybe there might be a line to get in. I don't know if it's really long to get in. We might have to reconsider our plans. But hey, here's a fiddler. Here's a fiddler here. Yeah, the fiddler on the roof here in the Christkindlmarket here. Very nice. How you doing? Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Solomon Bergquist. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for being out here. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Thank you so much. Thanks for being out here. I appreciate it. Thanks for playing the fiddle here. Beautiful. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Beautiful. Very nice. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah. Thank you so much. Very nice. It's nice. So here we go. Here we got the Christkindlmarket here, Chicago, Illinois. And now look at this. We don't have to wait. Sometimes, you know, there's a line to get in here, but hey, we'll head right through here. Christkindlmarket here, Chicago, Illinois. And
you'll never go home.
Yeah, we've been here before. Man, did you see that video of the guy with the stroller with all the cats, the huge, cute cats? And that guy, he chased those cats all over the place, and he actually took them to Chicago, to the Christkindlmarket, and somebody captured it, and that got like 8 million likes and like dozens and dozens of millions of views. It's amazing how viral that video went. And it was filmed right here. The Christkindlmarket here, Chicago, Illinois, Daily Plaza. Thanks for tuning in here. You saw that, yeah, you saw that. Very nice here. So here there's, yeah, look, they got the German brothers, they got the Steins here. Look at the beautiful boots here. Get the boot made out of the horn. There. Hey, it smells great here. German brothers here. You can smell all the roasted nuts and there, ornaments. Free smells. We're getting some free smells here. Get your bratwurst there. Look at that. Get your sausage. Yeah. Hey, we get some Brewers fans here. Bears play the Green Bay Packers on Saturday night. It should be a whole division, the fate of the division and the playoffs rest on that game, at least for the NFC North. Hey, pierogies, get your potato cakes, potato cheese, sauerkraut. This is the Christkindlmarket here, Chicago, Illinois. Here we'll show there's a manger. Nah, thanks Phil Goodyear, go Bears. Yeah, thanks everybody. I smell the sauerkraut here. Let's see if we can swing around here and get the side of the nativity scene here. It's kind of crowded. There it is. There's the nativity here. There it is. So I guess baby Jesus is in there. There's the wise men. There's the nativity. And there's the menorah. They're gonna have a ceremony tonight. And there's already three. It's the third day of Hanukkah. They're gonna do an official ceremony. There's going to be DJs tonight here at 5:30 at the Christkindlmarket here. They're going to have a menorah lighting ceremony. We'll check it out later today. Kathy Wolfhart. There's City Hall. There's the Picasso statue.
That's to get into the shop.
Yeah, the ice must have took baby Jesus. I know. That's how heartless they seem sometimes. I know. And here's, I won't editorialize more. I'll get bashed in the comments there, but thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, let's head over to the, oops, I'm swimming against the stream here. We'll get around the crowd. Hey, line starts here for wine and beer. There, get your glue wine, get your beer. We'll show the beer hall here so you can get your little steins full of wine, hot spice wine. And, yeah, let's head over to the beer garden here. Christkindlmarket. Usually I open this door, a bunch of people come out. Hey, we'll make it in here. There we go. It smells great in here. Get your gluten wine, get your beer. There's the prices. And here it is, the beer garden, the Christkindlmarket here, Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in here. Very nice. Yeah. London, England. Yeah. See, it feel like a European market here, Christmas market. This one's German themed, so there we'll head around here, spinning around. We'll show the steins and stuff here, the history of the Christkindlmarket mugs. And, look, they got the fire here, so here we'll keep going. And hey, it's nice to get warmed up here, get some nice drinks here. We'll head right out this way. And there we go. Yeah. Yeah, what's everybody having for lunch there? This is making you hungry, sitting there. They got the, hey, you got the gourmet pretzels. Information. How much for information? Hey, 12:39 p.m. We got about 32 degrees, maybe 33, 34. Starting to warm up here. Hey, you take your picture. Take your picture in front of the official Christkindlmarket here. Hey, see, they got another. I call this the annex. There's another beer garden over here. We won't walk through the whole thing. We've done it before. We'll just show you. There's another bar over here, and this is the other tent. The Christkindlmarket here in Chicago. Very warm in there. Aldi's. Hey, thanks for tuning in there. Tullahoma. Yeah, we're fortunate to have several Aldi's here in Chicago. We pass. There's one in River North they just opened, and there's one in Old Town that we passed there at Division in Wells Street. Yeah, Feliz Navidad. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas here. Third day of Hanukkah, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, where'd you go?
So I'm gonna head out of here. I think you get an idea what this is. We've got reruns. We'll try to come back here this evening and see how crowded it is for the menorah lighting. They're going to have an event. I think they're going to have some big name DJs, and I don't know what other events they might have going on. We saw the Fiddler. We saw the Fiddler on the way in here. That was nice. And it wasn't like this, yeah. This has gotten more crowded and more popular every year. Here's the restrooms. They got heated restrooms here. No alcohol beyond this point, so we're exiting here, and they got security and everything, and it's got barricades so cars can't just drive through it. And here we'll head up. We'll check out the Thompson Center here, and we'll head back. I'll head back towards the State and Lake Station. I want to document the other side there because we got some video. I think on January the 5th, they're going to shut down that station for the next 3 years. They're going to redo the station there at State and Lake there, and hopefully they'll be able to stay on schedule. But look at the Thompson Center. The Thompson Center is really taking shape. Hopefully by the end of next year, maybe this time next year, they might be nearing completion. I don't know what they're supposed to open that thing. So if you just joined, we're in Chicago. We're near City Hall. We're by Daley Plaza. We're at Clark Street and Randolph. See, there's City Hall of Chicago. This is Clark Street. This used to be the Thompson Center. Google's renovating it. Hellman Jan's design. And it looks like a giant spaceship. That's how it was intended. And so, yeah, let's head over this way. We'll go by the Daley. Here's the security for there's courthouse. Look at that plane. And there's, we'll head back towards Dearborn Street. Hey, people wearing shorts. People wearing shorts on December the 16th here in Chicago. We got about 35 degrees maybe. It's starting to warm up. I was saying 32, but it feels warmer than that, except in the shade there. Man, the nativity display. Thanks for seeing that, Deborah. Thanks for the nice message of joy and peace there. That's nice. Yeah, Russian friend from Russia with love. How you doing there? You need that. Get some amazing food there. I agree. Find something to eat there. That's good. Yeah, the sanitation workers. Thanks for shout out to the sanitation workers. I'm sure they get annoyed by all the garbage, especially like after the parades and stuff. Hey, we'll head by the Nederlander Theater here. We'll go by the Chicago Theater, and we'll head right up to the State and Lake Station. We'll show the north side of the station before they tear it down, so we'll document both sides. And here we got 10 seconds to get across. This is Randolph Street. We'll head under the Nederlander Theater here, and the Goodman Theater's right here. Here's the Goodman Theater, and got Paterino's restaurant here. Nobody's in the bike lane. We can head out here. Dearborn Street looking south, so there's Daley Plaza. That's where we were just at, Dearborn and Randolph Street, Chicago, Illinois. We got 12:44 in the p.m. We got about 32 degrees, 35 degrees, 1 degree Celsius. People using the bike lane. Hey, we got the walk. Let's go. So they've been rehabbing this building for a while. It used to be McDonald's. It was a very creepy McDonald's, but I don't know what's going to go in here. Yeah, 35 degrees. Tullahoma, turning in from, is that Oklahoma? Is that Choctaw Nation? Yeah, Tullahoma. Thanks for tuning in there. I know about the Cherokee Nations, Creek, Seminole, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Oklahoma, Osage. Here's the Nederlander Theater, Chicago, Illinois. Garrett's Popcorn. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas here at the America's favorite holiday tradition for 40 years there. 2 performances only, December 20th, 3 and 8 p.m. Mannheim Steamroller here at the Nederlander here. Here it is. 2 performances. You can hear them play their classic Christmas songs there. Mannheim Steamroller coming to Chicago. Malta's tuning in. Yeah. Oh, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Okay, you're Tullahoma, Tennessee. Thank you. There's also a Tullahoma, Oklahoma. Isn't that interesting? That is fascinating. So I'm gonna look that up. I wonder if there's a connection of the Trail of Tears, because a lot, like for example, Tahlequah, which is the capital of the Cherokee Nation, is based upon Tanase, which is the Chota. Chota was the historical capital there on the Tennessee side for the Cherokee Nation, and then it moved down to Newachota when they had to move down to Georgia when they were first south after the Revolutionary War. And then when they moved to Oklahoma on the Trail of Tears, they called it Tahlequah, which is, you know, it's the old Cherokee way of saying their capital. Here's the I'm sure I'm getting that wrong. I'll defer to any members of the Cherokee Nation who will correct me here. Here is which I am not. Here is the Chicago Theater. It was the night before the Cirque du Soleil. We got the Chicago Theater there. Very nice. Warm hi from Kate. Thanks for tuning in, Kate. Yeah, we need the warmth here. There's Chicago Theater, Cirque du Soleil. Mannheim Steamroller is going to be at the Nederlander. We got the Cirque du Soleil at the Chicago Theater. And this is the State and Lake Station, so they're going to renovate this. Over the next 3 years, they're going to tear down the old historic station. It goes back to 1895. Of course, it's been altered since. There goes a big bus. I think on January the 5th, they're going to stop. Trains are going to stop, or cease stopping here. And for the next 3 years, it'll be under construction. So I want to document. We already documented this side. We will cross the street and we'll just walk up the stairs and walk out the other sides for posterity. So we'll have a video recording of this historically important, this 1895 vintage CTA station right nearest the Chicago Theater. And here we'll show it to you here. See the trains just pulling in there, probably a Brown line or something. There, we'll cross the street. Yeah, we got the light. Brazil's tuning in. Yeah, city's beautiful. Thanks for checking out Chicago. Beautiful. Thanks for, yeah. See, they're working on the Lake Street here. So here we'll just walk up the stairs, and we won't go in. We won't go into turnstiles. We'll just walk. We'll walk up and walk out the other side. So here, State and Lake Station here. We'll go up here. You only catch the brown and green lines on this side. You get the pink, purple, another green line, and the purple lines on the other side. Or did I say that twice? I missed a train there. But orange line. The orange line stops on the other side as well. There you can see a nice view this way. That's the John Hancock, 875 North Michigan. That's the old IBM building, which is now called American Medical Plaza. This is the State and Lake Station here. It goes back to 1895. They're going to tear this down, and starting January 5th, this station will be closed. We see how it looks old and dated. They've been working on the State Street. There's the Marina Towers. They've been working on the State Street Bridge for a while. But see, it has wood flooring. It doesn't have elevators, so it's not ADA accessible. And they're going to make it wider, and they're going to have these little bump outs so you can view the Chicago Theater. This again is the State and Lake Station here. They're going to renovate this. So I'm trying to dock. There goes the orange line pulling in the other side there. And we'll head out here and we'll head back to work here. So I'll just head up to the river. We'll head up to the Chicago River Walk, and we'll end it at Michigan Avenue over by the Wrigley building there. Thanks for tuning in for a Chicago walk. We're just documenting the train stations there. Yeah, thanks for subscribing there. Hit the thumbs up if you like this. Here, I'm slowing people down here. People trying to get off it. There you go. Very good. So, yeah, just check it out. You know, I'm not trying to get anybody to move here, travel here. If you like it, check it out on your own. If not, you can just watch my live streams there. And I appreciate you tuning in here, checking out Chicago. Yeah, they're working on State Street here. So, again, they're going to replace this station. So we'll keep you updated on the construction progress. We'll be talking about it over the next 3 years, as long as I still employed down here downtown. So here's the yeah, look at that. How's my battery doing? 74%. We're doing okay. See, my battery lasts much better. My battery pooped out on me yesterday because we were walking in like 18-degree weather. The battery lasts much longer in 32 than 18. It's amazing how much that makes a difference. The lithium batteries do not like cold weather. It affects electric cars as well. But here we're on State Street, Chicago, Illinois. We're almost up to Wacker. We got 12:50 in the PM, about 35 degrees, and December the 16th, 2025. How's everybody doing here? She misses it? Yeah, Chicago has that effect on people. You know, so here's Wacker Drive. See, there's the Wrigley building, the Trump Tower. We'll head over that way. There's the Mather Tower, and we'll get a nice view of the Gilbert building here. See, they got State Street all closed. So we haven't done well, let's see, do we want to stay up high? Let's go down. We'll go down to the Riverwalk here. We haven't gone to the Riverwalk in a while. Ernie was here. He got the steam coming off the river there. Check out Chicago Nuggies there. And I saw Nick Koiken was streaming down here. I saw Jennifer You Should Eat was up on Rush Street yesterday. Fellow Chicago live streamers. I know I'm missing a few. Yeah, they got the Vietnam Memorial here. There's still snow. This is the Chicago River. And hey, they got some garland around the pole there. Bonjour. Wacker's your street. Yeah, very nice. Look at the Jewelers building. Beautiful Jewelers building. They destroyed that in the Transformers movie. There's the Carbide and Carbon. There's the Mather Tower. There's a really nice view of the Mather Tower. And there's a really nice view to the Wrigley building. That's where we're headed. We'll go under Wabash. Paris, bonjour. ALX, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, thanks for checking out Chicago. I think you're warmer in France than we are in Chicago. It's great. People in Europe, they're like, where's the snow? We got the snow here. New York's got snow now too. At least they did yesterday. Yeah, Chicago's pretty expensive. Yeah. So all cities are expensive, but depends, you know. You heard right. Well, I won't go into politics there. We'll leave it alone. So, Slovenia, how you doing there? Yeah, this river does freeze. Sometimes it freezes over. Usually you got to have about 2 weeks of really cold sub-zero temperatures, which we get sometimes in January and February. It did not freeze over with our latest cold snap. Ernesto, Chicago Nuggies, filmed that there was steam coming off of it. Just like a cup of coffee, the water was warmer than the air. And we had like single digits Fahrenheit, negative 10, 15 Celsius. And the water temperature was above freezing. It was like 5 degrees Celsius, maybe a little colder, maybe like 1 degree Celsius, like just above freezing, 33, 35 degree water. But it doesn't freeze. I wouldn't ice skate on it because at any time the ice could break up into these little rafts. And if it freezes over, we'll give you videos of it. I live here. We should be back here in January and February. We're going to take a trip to Texas. get out of the cold weather. Next week, the forecast in Houston's for 70s Fahrenheit, which is like 20 plus Celsius, which is nice. There's the Trump Tower, second tallest building in Chicago. And there's the Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower. There's Marina Towers. Bertrand Goldberg's was the architect. There's the old IBM Plaza. Mies van der Rohe was the architect of that. There's the Jewelers Building. Look at the little globes in the tree there. Look at the beautiful. How you doing? Here's the beautiful architecture here. I don't want to walk into people here. But here we'll go over to the Wrigley Building. Yeah, Ernie, some people sent me, I guess, the leader of ICE, he's back in Chicago. What's his name? I don't even want to speak his name. Yeah, I heard that he made an appearance in Chicago. There were some things in the suburbs, and there were some things with the snow on the ground. So yes, ICE was back after the snow. We saw some incidents. I don't want to talk about it now because we'll get everybody all riled up in the comments. So I can't help people bringing it up in the comments here. So here, welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Michigan Avenue. Well, we just went underneath Wabash. We're heading over towards Michigan Avenue on the Chicago Riverwalk. Of course, I have strong feelings. People know my feelings if you watch my channel, but it becomes pointless for me to rehash it over and over again. And a lot of it's just people baiting me into talking about it, which I understand. People want it. It's so funny. People, majority of people are like, please don't talk about politics. And then there's people always coming to chat, interjecting politics all the time. So it's a strange dynamic. And I argue everything's political. Me not talking about politics is political. You know, you act like nothing's going on when something's going on. That's political too. And something's going on. Here's, look at that beautiful Wrigley Building, Tribune Tower, and the Intercontinental Hotel. And there's the other chilling effects. I could lose my job because of something I say on social media. Everybody deals with this. It's not just wokeism, it's just corporate America. You could say something political and you can lose your job over it. Seriously, everybody's on pins and needles in this country. We call ourselves the freedom-loving, free, and it doesn't feel that way. It feels like our freedoms are closing in around us. Here's the DeSable Michigan Avenue Bridge. Here's the Tribune Tower. There's the Wrigley Building and the Intercontinental Hotel here. So hey, we got 1256. We'll head right up to Michigan Avenue, and then we'll round this out. But hey, thanks for checking out this tour. If you missed it, we caught the ice skating at Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. There's the Wrigley Building, a nice view to the Wrigley Building, Chicago, Illinois. DeSable Michigan Avenue Bridge. And there's the whole Riverwalk we just came from there. Man, Chicago loves you. Keeping it real. Thanks for tuning in, India. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a drawbridge. This is a Basque drawbridge. They lift these for the sailboats. We got videos where they lift this bridge. They can lift one side, not the whole bridge. That's a drawbridge. They're all Basque drawbridges. There's the Tribune Tower. And we'll head up the stairs here. There's the 333 North Michigan. There's another Mies van der Rohe building. Looks just like the IBM building. There's has the Chicago Architecture Center in it. There's the St. Regis. And there's the Sheridan NBC Tower. There, look at that nice view there. You get the Wrigley and the Tribune there. We'll get it as we go up these stairs here. Yeah, sometimes they got the hot tub boats. Other people have caught the hot tub boats. I have not caught the hot tub boats this year, but I'm sure we'll catch the hot tub boats. Okay, the duck boats, at the end of the summer, they do the rubber ducky derby, and we got videos of that. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. They had swan boats in the North Pond, but they got rid of them. They don't do them anymore since they made it a nature boardwalk. Maybe there's somewhere else they got duck boats. I don't know. Oh, you're talking about like the duck boats in Cincinnati, the ones that drive and go into the, yeah. I rode one of those in Cincinnati where they take a duck boat and they actually go on land and then you go right into the Ohio River. That was interesting. The Ohio River is really muddy though, so it was like brown water, much browner than the Chicago River, which is true of Mississippi and the Ohio and the Missouri. Here's hey, look at that. That's Michigan Avenue, Wrigley Building Tribune. Here's the Bridge House. But I gotta go back to work. This was my lunch walk. Don't worry, I'll eat lunch. And have a great rest of your Tuesday there. Appreciate my mods and everybody here. We'll cross Wacker Drive, Fort Dearborn, London House. Hey, there's a nice dog here. There's a nice pup there. I like the sweater. Very nice. So, Michigan Avenue. And we'll show you where this new Portillo's is supposedly going in. And I'm not trying to promote Portillo's over any other Chicago hot dog stand. It's just something's better than nothing. I'd rather it be something than an empty storefront. So we'll see if Portillo's can make it here. Yeah, thanks, Grandma's Corner. Yeah, falafel place. Yeah, go to sleep. Get some rest there. Astana, Kazakhstan. Yeah, Astana, Kazakhstan. Yeah. They got them in Boston, yeah. Oh, they got Portillo's in Boston, yeah. See, Portillo's is a chain. I understand why native Chicagoans, you'd rather go to, you know, Jim's Original there in Maxwell Street. You go to Demon Dogs, or Devil Dogs. There used to be Demon Dogs. Demon Dogs is gone. You got Devil Dogs. Many, you know, I go to Byron's. Byron's on Irving Park there, north of Wrigley Field. Of course, Wiener Circle, but Wiener Circle is not known for their food. It's more known for their ambiance. But yeah, right there, Portillo's. Of course, there's a giant Portillo's in River North. There's a giant Portillo's in the South Loop, and this will be the third location that I know of in the downtown area of Chicago where they're expected to. Hey, look at that truck there. They're expected to put a Portillo's, I assume, on the bottom 2 floors of this Citizen M Hotel. And there's housing above. There's the Pendry, which is the Carbide and Carbon building. The sons of Daniel Burnham designed that. And this was built much more recently, of course. So what do you think of that? What do you think of Portillo's going there? Kissimmee, Florida. How you doing there? Yeah. Publicly traded. Villa Park, yeah, let's talk about that here. Always get across the street here. So Quawa House and Badia Restaurant in Villa Park. Yeah, Villa Park. Thanks so much. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, so I think the original Portillo started in Villa Park. Is that why you mentioned that? That's awesome. Thanks for the good information there. The dude with no shirt. Was there somebody, I missed if was there somebody jogging? I was looking at the comments, so I missed it. I guess there was somebody walking with no shirt. But hey, I'm going to sign off here, so thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your Tuesday here. We'll be on after 5 o'clock tonight, and we'll head over to Daily Plaza. We'll check out the festivities there, the lighting of menorah. They're supposed to have DJs and stuff, and then we'll get out of there and we'll head up to downtown. Look at that. They got the things on the, that's the things from Minecraft. I know that from my nephews. So hey, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon from Chicago. Appreciate it. Thank you. Talk to you later there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. You can watch the rerun there. Playboy Mansion's on State Street. We walk by it all the time. Follow my channel. We'll walk by it eventually. The Playboy Mansion, State and Banks. You can look it up online. Use your brain. Use the internet. If I don't answer your question, you got the internet there, you got the chat box. There's no excuse not to look it up yourself. I appreciate it. Thanks for the question. Talk to you later.